Alright, we're here with a 4 Mechagon workshop that I ran last night on my Demon Hunter. We've got a Resto Shaman, some sort of Warlock, a Windwalker Monk, and a Shadow Priest. Kind of new to tanking on my Demon Hunter, so I kind of take it easy here on the first pull. Just grab both of these packs, gather them up, and allow the DPS to blast. Trying to kick as many of these detonates as possible. Not sure, I think I could have used Sigil of Silence there, but in a 4 it doesn't really matter, but that's probably something to keep an eye out in future runs. Doing the second pull here, I actually eat shit and die on this momentarily because I don't press my demon spikes. Anytime here you could press it. It could meta, could do literally anything other than just die, but luckily I was soul stoned by the Warlock. Managed to grab everything back here, only 2 other people died. Yeah, nothing to say except that's just simply my own error there. Tonk in the back left is aggroed to a pet. Affix comes in as a Demon Hunter. There's nothing I can do about this, so I just wait, and then we sit and wait for some roleplay. About 20 seconds, practice dodging the saw blades, and then we just sit here and listen to Deuce, Mecha Buffer, and Zalatath yap. I figure, I'll stand behind these guys, mistime the Sigil of Flames, stand behind so the melee can just have an instant back to swing at rather than get parried onto me. Just doing it standard here, just trying to tank next to the pummeler to my right, and Pop Darkness for the big AoE, Platinum Pummel. We just kind of tank him here until the plating gets applied, then we drag the big guy under the hammer, knock the plating off. See, this is why you want to tank it on the edge. The flipper boy will just stay right there, and you don't really have to worry about chasing it across the arena. Now we're working our way, what is this, counterclockwise, I think, to the next hammer. The group here kind of just focuses the flipper bot rather than doing them equally, but again, it's a 4. It doesn't really matter. So he's got the plating, bring him under the pummeler, get that damage amp, perhaps. I don't actually know the specifics. I could have just left him here, which I think I do, rather than going to the next station because there's only 10% left. The Windwalker Zoo and pet standing inside the bomb is a good one. And trash. Then we go downstairs. I actually really like this pull in the tunnel here. I think it's kind of fun. I don't know. You just you grab a bunch of stuff and then hunker down in a corner and just let everyone blast. So we're gonna grab the waste processing unit, the gunk, and then this whole pack here, and just set our asses up in this corner, doing what we can to mitigate and not die. It is kind of tight and unpleasant to watch, but it feels fun to do 3 million damage on a pull and let everyone kind of go ham, and then we're gonna pull the rest of this now. I think I could have pulled a third pack there, and then we skip the tunneler, the second tunneler. But again, this is optimization you can work on later. Not really much to say here. Again, probably just could. Yeah, see that pummeler up on the hill is skippable, but you just grab it, it's easier, and then we just blast this entire thing down. It's more fun anyway to just go to town on some weak trash. Looks like we got some stuns coming out. The waste processing unit is most of the way dead. I do like the one straggler waste that didn't get pulled. You'll see it in a second when we move on to pull the dogs. Yeah, I have no idea how that waste didn't get pulled. We're gonna take the dogs easy again. In this level key, it's like there's no reason to go crazy. You're gonna two chest it pretty much always if you're just pulling with regularity and purpose. Looking now, I could have jumped over and grabbed all three dogs there rather than when it runs back on the pad. Probably just a little bit easier because we're pulling that one anyway because for safety it stands over on the side there, and it's just like, what do we? Or maybe no, that's a different one. That one patrols. Okay, yeah, that one in the far right background there. I just always pull for safety. It doesn't make sense to not pull it. You can actually see me mousing over it there, being like, do I want to pull this? I should pull this. There's no reason to not. Like, yeah, we might be over on trash. I think we ended up being one pull extra by the end, one or two pulls extra. Because we also, you'll see, but we fuck up the skip at the end. Alright, so we're here on Cujo. This one actually becomes a challenge because the healer chooses to not dispel me here at all on this first blazing chomp. So I'm taking massive damage right now until he dispels the chomp, and I'm just like, oh no. And then I just heal back up because Demon Hunter things. And now you can see, like, the healer becomes Johnny on the spot with the dispels once he realized what he was actually supposed to be doing, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, we're cycling our defensives, making sure we get behind the box, nothing too crazy, not standing inside the fire. These are all good strategies for beating this boss. In addition to doing a paltry 500k DPS, but that's a consideration for another day. Now, something strange is about to happen here. So I can basically skip this gauntlet by jumping up here and jumping up here and jumping up here. Right, so I go hit the button to turn the fire off. And then go wait at the next spot. Now, or maybe there was a different dungeon where... Okay, no, it's not this one. I had a dungeon the other day where, like, the skip should have been easy, and then people just started, like, taking damage or something, but I run too many dang dungeons, man. It's crazy. That was not this one. Here we move into this silly little gauntlet. I was like weirdly anxious this entire run, and for whatever reason, it kind of just peaked here, and I was having a very having a very bad time during this trash pull of just like weird unnecessary anxiety of just like these people are gonna know I'm a fraud, but it was fine. There was no I guess that's kind of the thing, right? Is like there's no basis in being scared of the people in this group, but my brain decided that was it. But we worked through and finished the dungeon anyway. So yeah, just weird brain shit during this run for some reason. It was late. I was tired. I don't know. Still think I played well though. I don't, except for the part where I ate shit and died at the very beginning. But we're here on the gauntlet. I probably could pop darkness here. That would have been helpful on those AoE casts. I'm running the Elderachi Reaver build rather than the Felscarred build. A little less fun, I would say. The Felscarred build is cool because you're just sending Metamorphosis all the time. I probably should try it. It seems much more my speed, and everyone basically says it's dodge into the pizzas. It does much more damage and is totally viable for lower keys, which is all I really have interest in doing on my Demon Hunter right now. So I might give it a shot. I'll make another video when I try that one out on like another 4 or something. Guy's dead, and we move on to the gauntlet, which is embarrassing for everyone, always. Myself included. Go around the right. There you go. And now we kind of just... This is the worst part of the entire season, I think. I don't know if... I don't think that gap is runnable there. Go around the right. No. There we go. This gap is opening up. Go, 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 go. Impatient here. Impatient got caught. Yep. If I just waited like a normal person, it would have been totally fine, like the shaman did. You can actually watch the warlock in front of me here try to use his gateway across, and it does not work. I'll tell you that for certain. Is lock gate does not work there. See, as a warlock, you have to just take this slow and steady, and you really want to be one of the first people across so you can set up your summoning stone, and then we can just get the lazy bums. Here, I'm waiting for the healer, and then once I know he's clear, I can start pulling. I have enough self-sustain that, like, it's easy enough for me to start a pull by myself and usually maintain my own health pool, but there is a lot of there's extra damage that goes out on this pull sometimes, so makes sense to wait for the healer, especially just looking at the time. We got plenty of time here. Move out of the big thing. We gotta get some kicks. Drag him out of the shield generator. Our party can actually stand in the shield generator, get some mitigation on AoE here. And you can see the boss wandering around in the background there, HM Spark Flux. Pretty easy mechanics here. We just blast the plant when it comes out, and then a bunch of dodging. So there's the plant. I'm mostly doing all the work here because it's a bunch of fucking pugs. And then we dance. We don't stand in the fire, and we don't get hit by the demonic cogwheels that just bounce around the room. And then we don't stand in the bad, and which will get you 75% of the way to being a good WoW player is just simply don't stand in the bad, stand in the good. Alright, we got a plant coming out soon. I can see... Yep, so I set my camera to be able to basically see 3 out of the 4 locations that it can spawn in. And then we can respond to it immediately. We've got a fire whirl incoming. I actually guessed wrong on the direction and used my big demon hunter leap to get out of the way. I think I might be getting hit in the back there, which is slightly problematic. And we actually, extremely small optimization here, but we end up killing the boss right by the door, which is nice, instead of on the other side or something where you'd have to spend another 10 seconds running across the room. I notice here I have Metamorphosis up, so we're just going to double pull this. This is probably the sketchiest single pull in the entire dungeon. Both of these guys do big AoEs, so I drop Metamorphosis here to mitigate as much damage as possible. None of my party chooses to stand in it. There's a weak aura that I could get that would make a notification that at least says, like, hey, this is available. And again, small optimization to just drag over to where the teleport's going to be. And then walking up the path here is actually where we can skip, but it gets messed up, and I'll point that out when we get there. Kind of unnecessarily conservative here. I could have grabbed that other DBM3 into this pull, and it would have been totally fine. Again, so for these big AoEs that are coming out here, my party could be standing under these shield generators and get a big DR. For some reason, they want to stand in the flippin' danger zone and, like, pull that guy because they were standing in a stupid spot. Again, it's very much not a big deal, but in a hierarchy, that'll get you killed. Yeah, see, so when we finish with this pull, we need, what, 2.5%, I think, is what we will end up needing. We need a 1/4%, and the skip you actually want to do here is the Warlock Gate from where I just walked to. But this priest is like, oh, we can skip and then cast Mind Soothe, and then the monks Zuen ends up pulling, I think, is what specifically happens there. But this pack is super skippable with a Warlock Gate up across the gap. Which is too bad, because I like it. I like and then you just grab the other pack and go into the room and don't have to worry. But we do a little extra trash. Again, we have 7 minutes by the time we get here to two-chest it, so it's really kind of a moot point or a silly thing to complain about, but it's not an issue. It's things that I would like to make note of to improve on in the future. I don't have any negative feelings towards any of these people in this group. They did well. But again, drop the darkness for some mitigation here. Possibly getting hit in the back there could pull myself back a little bit so they're both in front of me, so I can have dodge and parry on my defensive table as well. Kill that pack. Trash is done. We have 5.5 minutes to kill this boss for a 2-chest, which is extremely doable. And I'm just going to pull him back so the melee can have his backside. Then we're just dodging here. We're dodging the arrow and the pool. There's a frontal here, pulse blast. It doesn't really. It is, to be honest, meaningless to me. I don't really ever, even on DPS, I'm just like, cool, frontal. It doesn't do enough to really be meaningful in this first phase. He's gonna take off and focus the monk. The monk actually does a really good job keeping uptime and not getting hit by the beam. It's hard. It's hard as a melee to get uptime when you're focused. Oh yeah, we did it. Wait a second. You think you've defeated King Mechagon? Fools. Big robot, stand in the corner. Stay out of harm's way. It's nice chains uptime there. Or not chains, demon spikes. Now we got the frontal dodge. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. We just blast here. It's the same fight, except he's just big, standing in the window rather than running around the room. I am terrified to use the hunt here because I don't wanna hunt off the edge. I've seen that happen more times than I would like to admit, to be honest. Alright, so we got Sigil of Flame up for a 40% DR for the next 5 seconds. Let's see what Demon Spikes. Alright, hit him with the Sigil of Despair, hit him with the Sigil of Fire, hit him with the Sigil, send Sigil of Fire, send it, send the, come on man, come on, send the thing that helps you not die. Can we get a Demon Spikes? How about a demon? Oh, we're in meta. I'm at it. Okay. Then we just finish off the last few percent here and get ready for phase 3. There's King Mechagon. Let's beat his ass. And there you go. That's how you time a Mechagon 4. Thanks for watching.